Well, there's only one way to start this video, guys. Welcome to my crib. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you're a subscriber, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Brogan and I make videos about sewing, fashion and all things crafty. I asked you guys over on my Instagram what you wanted to see next, and unanimously you wanted to see a sewing room tour. So I'm going to take you around here today and show you everything that I use in my sewing room. I am going to preface this video by saying 99.9% of the time I am mid-project in this room and it looks like a bomb has gone off, literally. So if your sewing room or your space that you sew in looks like that, just know I'm with you. I had a big tidy last night, so this is the best you will ever see it, and I did that just for you. Before I show you all the areas of this room, I just have to mention the backstory behind it. So we've been in this house for 2 years now, thereabouts. It is an old 1930s house, so we're renovating all of it, and this was actually one of the first rooms we managed to do. I did initially sell the idea of this room to my partner as being the office. He works from home quite a lot, so the idea was that he would have it in the day and then I could have it to do my sewing projects in the evening. So I initially chose the wallpaper, furniture, things like that with him in mind. I didn't want it to be overly feminine. It's safe to say that since doing the office, I don't think Matt has spent a day in here working, because I've just completely taken over with all of my crafty bits. So yeah, not the original plan, but I'm really happy about it. First up, I'm going to show you the desk space. This is the bit that you usually see sort of behind me in my videos. I just want to apologise for the lighting. I don't think I could have picked $1 a day to film this on, so I'm hoping it's okay. The wallpaper is from I Love Wallpaper. I get quite a few comments about that. I really like it because it's sort of like mottled with golden. And then I'll show you closer up in a minute, but I just have this faux leather tan chair, and then the desk. These are both from Wayfair. If I could go back, I would not choose a black desk because you can see all of the little fibres from fabric and threads. It's really easy to see them. And also it's not the best quality. It's kind of scratched up a bit now, but oh well. So I've flipped you around so you can see this in a bit more detail. So here is the desk. So obviously it's got a black top and then wood drawers. I just keep random little bits in those drawers. They're not very tidy, so I'm not going to show you. And then that's my desk chair. And then onto the machines. So here I have my Brother overlocker. This is the Lock 2104D. This is the first overlocker that I have ever owned. I was gifted it for my birthday. So grateful. I would 100% recommend this overlocker. It is definitely beginner friendly. It's a nice price point. I think it was around the £350 mark. And I've had experience of more expensive overlockers before. I would say go for this because it's great. I've not had any issues whatsoever and I love it loads. And then here I have my main sewing machine. So this is the Pfaff Passport 3.0. Again, it is an amazing sewing machine. I like it because it's really lightweight, so it's easy to move around. And my absolute favourite feature is, if I show you, this. So this is a walking foot attachment that is built into the machine. So you literally just pull it down and clip it on like that, and you've got a walking foot, which I think is incredible. And then obviously it's all digital and you just pull this out. So many stitches, automatic buttonholes, etc. So yeah, I would highly recommend that machine. And then over to this side of my desk, I have my sewing box. I've had this since I was 15 and first started sewing. I got it the same Christmas that I got my first sewing machine, so yes, I'm never getting rid of this. It is from Cath Kidston, which I love. This isn't necessarily that tidy either, but I just keep things to hand that I might need. So I've got these quilting clips, I've got a couple of pairs of thread scissors, I have this magnetic wristlet that I can keep pins on, shirring elastic because I'm obsessed. These are my hand sewing needles. Oh, this is fab. I got this recently. It's the Prim Fray Check. So when you are doing buttonholes, you can put this on and it just keeps all the threads from fraying, which I think is fabulous. Yeah, just spare bobbins, needles. I mean, this could be tidier, but it works for me. And then underneath, you like lift this out, and then I've just got a whole load of trims, like bias binding. You can see some sparkles in there. There's some rick-rack down there as well. So I really do have all sorts. Always have my elastic to hand as well, because generally I need it. And then also on the side, I have this weighted pin magnet. I absolutely love it. This is from Prim as well, and I just find it really handy to have that there, because you basically need pins all the time. Following on round from my main desk area, I have my mannequin. Again, you see this in a lot of videos, and I tend to display something that I've just recently made or what I'm working on. Mannequin underneath is a changeable one, so it does have, there we are, I can show you there, it does have these little bits that you turn, and then you can change the dimensions, so that is really handy. But I would say I don't tend to do much draping or anything on the mannequin. It is more of just an easy place to store my projects. And then just down here, I have this little basket from IKEA. I just pop a bin bag in there, and I put threads and scraps in there as I go along. I have my pin board on the wall. I love this so much for just storing things in my room and displaying things that I use a lot. So both of these boards, again, were from IKEA, and you can buy all of the little accessories to go with. So I got these 3 glass jars, a tray, there's clips as well. So if I just show you a few of the things that I have on here. So I recently got the most gorgeous package from Amy Elizabeth Fabrics, and she popped in these really cute positivity cards. So this one says, "You must allow yourself to grow in places you never thought you would." And then let's do this. So I love having those displayed here. Here I just have some pattern weights. I don't really use those too much, to be honest. Some tailor's chalk, some other random bits and bobs. Here is a photo of the day that we went to meet Roger for the first time when he was a tiny puppy. And then this is my spool holder here. I got this from Amazon. It's a fairly small one. But I just like how I can have all my threads on here. And then moving over, I've got these glass jars. This one I have just a variety of elastics in. This one I have loads of different buttons. I just pop them in there. Then here I have lots of different scissors. So I use these ones to cut out my PDF patterns. So they're just like paper scissors. These ones are fabric scissors, but they're a bit more blunt now, so I don't tend to use those. I need to sharpen them. And these are the ones that I got from Fabric Zone. I love them, so I use those all the time. And then I have sellotape for my PDF patterns, and also my measuring tape. So this is the bit of the room that you get to see quite a lot. And then following on round, I have the door there, and then behind me is where I keep all of the goodies. So of course, I'm going to show you them. So obviously it's not a huge room, so I'm literally standing as far back as I can to show you this as a whole. But I got this unit again from IKEA, so it's a glass sort of shelving unit. And it is so handy to keep all my bits on. So up there, I have my old sewing machine, and that's just covered up by the cover that comes with my FAF passport. So I just keep that up there out the way. And then here we get to my fabrics and my patterns. The majority of my patterns are PDFs. I got this organizer on Amazon, and I just categorize my patterns into tops, bottoms, dresses, and then anything else. So like jackets or kids patterns, things like that. So what I tend to do is when I've finished with a pattern, so this Tilly and the Buttons Billy, I just fold them all together and then put them in a little Polly Pocket. I tend to use PDFs the most, so I do have a lot of those in there. Then I have a cute little photo from when we went to Amsterdam. And then we get to the fabric. Now, there isn't too much rhyme or reason as to why they're in these piles. This one, though, is babies pile. They're all nice and gender neutral, so no need to start guessing. Loads of jerseys. I had an absolutely gorgeous delivery from Amy Elizabeth Fabrics, and I'm planning on doing a fabric haul to show you those along with loads of other bits. And here I have gorgeous jerseys for me. Again, I will show you those in more detail in another video. And then here I have a mixture of cottons, viscoses, some nets, some sequin. I mean, there's loads, but I'll just give you a quick overview. So something you might not know about me is another one of my favourite hobbies is scrapbooking. So the majority of things on this row here, they're all scrapbooking supplies. So here I have all my scrapbooks. So I like to just put all my photos in these and special memories. I have a couple of folders of like stickers and things that I use in those. And then this box is completely full of scrapbook supplies. A lot of my scrapbooks are quite personal, but I've just found a page that I thought I could show you as an example. So this was a few years ago when I went with my mum and my sister to the Ritz for Christmas afternoon tea. So I've just put in some cute quotes, some photos, my sister looking gorgeous because she was pregnant with my niece then. And I saved the menu, so I popped that in here. So yeah, it's just little bits and bobs like that that I like to scrapbook. Carrying on, here I tend to keep my tripods and stuff like that that I use for filming. And then I have this cute photo of all of us. This was the Sewing Bee press photo, so I've got that there. My tiny Winnie the Pooh because he's cute. And then in this mug, I just keep all of my sewing labels and patches. So if I show you a few, I've got circa 2022. What's this one? Oh, I love this one. Dream It, Make It. I make my own clothes. The majority of these are Kylie and the Machine because I got her advent calendar for Christmas. And I got loads from there. We're on to the last row, and this isn't as exciting, but I will show you anyways. So again, I have another box from IKEA. In here, I just keep a lot of knitting supplies. I do enjoy knitting. I'm not a huge knitter, but I do like it when I have the time. So I just keep spare like yarns and stuff in there. I've got my little Alexa. She's probably going to talk to me now. Stop. But yeah, I use that to listen to my podcasts and stuff whilst I'm sewing. I have a random mask here. I'm not too sure why, but this is one that I made from Gorgeous Liberty fabric. So I just keep that there. Then I have a really cute photo of my granddad and grandma on their wedding day. And here I just have a couple of really bulky fabrics. So these are, these are wools that I got from my local market. Probably won't sew these up until next year because obviously they're a bit out of season now. And then I have some wolding that I would use for quilting projects, and then interfacing and just some lining fabric. So yeah, that is it. That is my sewing room. So I'll do one final spin so you can see. When I'm not filming, I just tend to keep my ring light there so it's ready for when I want to use it. And that is that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that you've seen. I'm sure I've forgotten something, so you can let me know. Make sure you stay tuned for my next video because I am going to be talking you through some of my gorgeous fabrics that I've got in recently. If you've not subscribed already, I would love it if you could do that and maybe give this video a like. It just means more people can see it. And that is it. Have a lovely weekend and I will speak to you soon. Bye!